So there's certain places you find love, and most times a dating app ain't it. Not everybody's meant to be on a dating app. Some people ain't meant to be dating at fucking all. This is the reason I'll personally never going on a dating app ever again. So I met this girl on Hinge. She was in law school. She had tattoos. She had a cool contrast vibe to her. Now, this was the first red flag I should have clocked immediately. We have been talking for a month. Mother's Day rolls around. I'm on Instagram, normal, scrolling through, seeing all the moms or whatever. I see her story, and I start clicking through. I'm like, she posted a lot of pictures with this baby. Who the hell is it? Oh, shit. Did not even mention she had a kid. So I swipe up on the stories like, Happy Mother's Day, I guess. To which she responds, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you because, like to keep things private, whatever, blah, blah. I'm an understanding person, I get it. Not everything is supposed to be everyone's business, right? Especially when it comes to kids and shit. And I don't want to be, an asshole and drop her just because she got a kid. So it's all good. Let that slide. She would constantly tell me that her family members didn't like her. Now, I'm being understanding. I'm trying to be, play devil's advocate by saying like, you just misunderstood. My fucking dumbass. She literally told me one day her mom called her the devil. And I didn't heed that fucking warning. We kept talking. At this point, we've been talking for like two and a half months. She comes down. She used to live up in North Cali. She came down to visit me for a weekend. No complaints. She was cool as fuck. Like, I didn't have no complaints whatsoever. Problems didn't start, really, for me until after, when she left. She started having issues with things she didn't even have issues with that really had no business being issues. Started arguments all the time. I'm not an argument person. I tell people up front, hey baby, I don't do arguments. That's my thing. I don't argue. We could talk out things. We're adults, whatever. She started crossing that boundary. There was a point where I was like, you know what? This is getting too much. Let's just end things. I say it respectfully. I'm like, let's just end things. I want you to go find whatever makes you happy, whatever, blah, blah. This woman who lives up in the Bay, I live in LA. She immediately left her job and drove from the Bay down to LA. What should have been a 6 to 7 hour drive, she made 3 to 4 and showed up at my crib proud of the record-breaking fucking speed that she went. My dumbass, I let her in. I tell her, I'm like, look, you gonna need some therapy if this is gonna work. You clearly got some baggage you're dealing with. I understand, we all got it, but you gonna need some therapy. To which she looked me in the face and she was like, I'm gonna go to therapy. I know I got problems, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool, we squash it, boom. Later on that same week, other issues arise. She started doing the same shit. I cut it off again, right? This time, it really hit me like in the middle of the night. So I sent her a text at like 3 a.m. being like, you know what? I don't want to do this, like whatever, blah, blah. Like, I was really standing firm. I was standing on business. I don't want to do this no more. It's becoming too much. I sent the text, put my phone down. I went to sleep. Boom, out. I woke up the next morning to paragraphs of her going off on me, her DMing random women that I probably followed recently, asking how they know me. She threatening to heavy on the... I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally had to hit up her family members being like, yo, your sister wildin'. I don't know if you know, but she's saying this. I don't know if she's serious or not. She's saying she gon', you know what I'm saying? So I never spoken to her family before. Her family said, the best advice we can give you is to run. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean? One of them said something is actually clinically wrong with her. You need to run. All right, bet, cool. Don't reply to none of her texts. Block her number at this point. Probably, I don't even remember. I just was trying to get away from all that energy she was trying to put onto me. I get a call from one of her family members. They said, hey, you live in LA, right? Yes. I think she on her way to you right now. What do you mean? She left a while back. She kind of had this crazy look in her eyes. And I think she's on the way to you. You telling me this shit now? One of her family members is like, look, you don't owe her nothing. When she pulls up, you don't have to let her in. You don't got to do nothing. Best thing for you to do is just stay in your crib. I'm like, is she the fucking Punisher? What the fuck? Her other family member saying, you need to have some people with you. You need to have backup with you just in case. What the fuck is happening? She pulls up. I go outside. She in her car. Just lean the seat back, just watching in the dark. And I'm like, bitch, I can see you. Let her into my lobby. I give her a pat down. Make sure she ain't got no weapons and shit on her. Then I sit with her, have a conversation with her. Eventually, got her to calm down, sent her on her way, whatever, right? She gets back up to the bay. I don't know what she does up there, but starts causing havoc to her family members because she got the idea that her family members been talking to me. Now, all of a sudden, her uncle, who's in prison, is calling my phone out of nowhere, asking me what the fuck is going on. I'm like, how the fuck did you get my number? So I'm like, sir, I'll tell you everything. I was on the phone with that. Every 5 minutes, we heard, doot, doot, doot. Please add more coins for the call to continue or some shit like that. It was like real like that. After I got through telling him everything, he was just like, all this, he was just, oh, nah, I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to her. Her sister sent me a text when she got back up to the bay. This girl punched a hole through her sister's door just off the idea that her sister might have played a part in me not speaking to her no more. Basically, I had to distance myself completely. I like to think the point of this whole thing was I avoided being a stepdaddy.